So, what can you say about all group fast for a Team USA?
I'm sorry?
What can you say about all games in the group for a Team USA?
I think we're still looking for our best game, but we made it to the quarterfinals. It's not a easy thing to do in this tournament, and we got a great opportunity against Russia.
And how do you think what game will be tomorrow?
Well, we got to bring our best game to win, that's for sure. Russia's 7-0 for a reason, and they got a really good team, a lot of good players, a lot of skill. So, dangerous team. Got to play good defense against them.
And can you describe last game against in Canada? How do you think what was had mistake for your lose?
I think they just outplayed us in every aspect of the game. So we learned from it. We moved on from it. We're getting ready for our next game.
What's your impression of Team Russia's roster? I don't know if you've seen them on the ice, but still, the names.
A lot of skill, a lot of top-end talent up front, a lot of players that can do some damage if you give them any time and space. So, they're going to get chances, but you try to limit them to as little as possible and try to frustrate them tomorrow.
How do you feel in Bratislava?
We just got here today, so I haven't really seen much of it. The rink's nice. I think the ice is better here, which is good for us. We feel like we're a fast team, so it'll be fun to play on a little bit better ice. But we just got here today, so I haven't seen much of it.
Oрлov said you're not MVP if Russia makes you play without the puck.
I'm sorry?
Oрлov said, Dmитрий Орлов said that you're not the MVP if Russia will make you play without the puck.
I think they have a lot of players that are pretty much the same way, right? So we'll try to keep the puck away from them and make it hard on their defense, make sure we're playing a pretty simple game. But they have a lot of players that like to play with the puck as well, so I think they're pretty similar.
Do you surprised that Artemi Panarin was not invited to this Team Russia? He was upset.
He was upset?
Yeah.
He's a great player. I'm sure any team can use a guy like that. I had a lot of fun playing with him in Chicago, obviously, and didn't know if he was just kind of taking the tournament off because if he's a free agent or whatnot, but I didn't know that he wasn't invited, so that's pretty surprising.
Okay, thank you guys. Ryan Sutera.
First of all, your opinion about Team Russia. Did you see the game against Sweden yesterday in second period, 6-0?
Well, I know the Russian team pretty well. Obviously, a number of players that play in the NHL, and then I've been over here now for 3 years, so the guys that don't, I'm very familiar with as well for the most part. They're a super talented team. Their offense is deadly. They is powerful an offense as any team in the tournament. So they've obviously done a really good job so far. They're playing at a real high level. We haven't found our best game yet. We're going to have to find it real fast here in order to give ourselves the opportunity to win tomorrow.
Will Dylan Larkin play tomorrow?
Right now, they're still evaluating, so I don't have that final word yet. It doesn't look like he'll be available tomorrow, though. No.
What about Johnny Gaudreau? He wasn't at the skate today.
He was an optional skate, so I expect Johnny will play. It was optional skate for the guys, and he chose his option.
He's got just 1 point this tournament so far. Just what's going on with
Johnny?
Yeah.
Well, he missed a couple games because of injury, so he got hurt and tried to play through it, and then he was out with the injuries. So that has an impact on it. We have not scored easy. We've had to score what I call scoring dirty with guys at the net and shooting the puck and rebound. So guys like James Van Riemsdyk have had a big impact that way because he's a net front guy. But we have not scored on our chances or scored on our skill chances. So I'm hoping Johnny feels. The last game was his first game back. I'm hoping he feels better tomorrow than he did last game, just in terms of his comfortableness, and hopefully he can get hot here.
Do you plan to do some matching against Russia, or it's really useless?
Yeah, no, it's a tough lineup to match against. We're going to put our best players out there. They're going to put their best players out there, and our best guys are going to have to play great. The lines are too deep to match. If a team has one powerful line, you can work to get the match even as a visitor sometime. But when you have 3 and 4 lines, I saw Kovalchuk was on the 4th line. When you have that level player on the 4th line, that's too powerful to match. So again, we're going to put our people. We're going to put our lines in place where we're comfortable with them, and we think it creates the best cohesiveness for us. And we're going to focus on us playing our best hockey.
Captain of the Olympic Team Russia, Pavel Datsuk, could play in Detroit next season. Are you expect this?
I don't have any comment on that. That would be a question for Steve Yzerman. So no comment on that.
Ryan Sutera will play more than half an hour tomorrow.
Say that again?
Ryan Sutera will play more than
Ryan plays lots. He's played lots of minutes for us. Alec Martinez has played lots. Obviously having Zach Werenski in gives you another what I would call elite NHL type defenseman. So I thought Zach played pretty good for his first game the other day. So it's going to take a whole team effort, and our team's going to have to come together and play better than we have. I don't think it's any secret we haven't played our best hockey. I'm hoping that we can find our game in a hurry here. We're going to have to.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Ryan, did you see yesterday's game, Russia-Sweden, second period, Russia won 6-0, expressed?
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but definitely heard about it. They're playing really well right now and scoring a lot of goals.
Who is the most dangerous in Team Russia?
It's hard to pick one. They got a lot of talent, a lot of guys that are proven scorers, and it's going to be a tough task for us.
And what can you say about your roster?
About our roster? Yes. I think we have a good team. I don't think we've played to our potential yet. I think we kind of, we're kind of in between. We have to find our identity, and tomorrow's going to be a tough task, and we have to be at our best if we want any chance.
Well, how do you think, who will you face most tomorrow?
Good question. I haven't talked to the coaching staff. They have a lot of weapons. It's going to take all of us to defend well. Our goalie's got to play good. They definitely have a lot of talent for sure.
I think you will take your time against Kaprizov, and I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I do. We were talking about it on there. I haven't played against him, but I've heard how good of a guy he is, how good of a player he is, and hopefully he doesn't play good tomorrow.
Will you give some scouting report to Paul Panton?
I'll have to talk to him. Yeah, exactly, for sure.
We know stereotype, opinion. It's the most important thing for North America is Stanley Cup, but this tournament is not very important for USA. What do you think about it?
Well, I think anytime you can represent your country, it's important. These games are important to us, the guys that are here. Maybe back in the U.S. it's not that important right now, but for us it's the most important thing, and that's why we're here.
Tomorrow's game will be great rating, TV rating in USA, because it will be morning or early game?
Yeah, probably morning. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure it'll have a lot of people watching, and we're excited for that.
What game in the group was much more difficult for Team USA? How do you think?
So far?
Yeah.
Each game's been, there's been parts of each game. We haven't faced a team like Russia that has so much skill and guys that play hard and can score. We haven't played, that deep of a roster, and it's going to be a very tough challenge for us.
Okay. You haven't been at Worlds for 10 years. Why did you decide to come?
Because anytime you get to represent your country, it's important, and I'm really happy to be here, be a part of this.
Okay. Thank you guys.
See you guys.